Coming up this morning, CPD needs your help locating an armed robbery suspect. And a local law enforcement agency is cleaning up its streets. Those stories and more. Your first half hour of Sunrise starts right now.
You're watching Sunrise on WCBI.
Columbus police are on a manhunt for a man in connection with an armed robbery. Just after 8 o'clock last night, a man walked into the East End Chevron at the corner of Alabama Street and Highway 69. He showed a weapon and demanded money. The robber then ran from the store with the cash. He was last seen headed east on Alabama Street. The suspect is described as a black man wearing a dark-colored, possibly black jacket. Anyone with information can call the Columbus Police Department or Crime Stoppers. Officers from several law enforcement agencies fanned out across Monroe County Thursday, setting up roadblocks, serving warrants, and making numerous arrests. WCBI's Jory Talley has more on these successful roundups.
It's just been a tremendous day for law enforcement here in Monroe County, and we're sending a message to drug dealers. You're not selling drugs in Monroe County without consequences.
To send that message, a saturation operation took place across the county involving 6 different agencies at city, county, and state levels.
This is just combining our resources, our intelligence that we have, and going out and targeting individuals that we've gotten sales on that were controlled by us, and to work on street crime that's actually taking place as we're out doing the saturation.
There it is. There it is. We took off a lot of illegal drugs out of the county. Also a lot of weapons by convicted felons riding around with them. Several of those, made several drug busts throughout the county. Also picked up some other folks that we've been looking for, some felons.
Meth, cocaine, marijuana, pills, and guns were some of the things swept off the streets.
This is what it's all about. We're taking drugs off the street and convicted felons with weapons.
Within the first 2 hours of the sting, nearly 50 people were in handcuffs. Although it was a good day for law enforcement, not everybody felt that way.
Jesse, we're not going to put up with this, and we're working hard to prove that to these people. We just had enough. We've had enough.
The agencies involved in the operation were the Monroe County Sheriff's Department, Amory Police, Aberdeen Police, Mississippi Highway Patrol, Mississippi Bureau of Narcotics, and the Mississippi Alcohol Beverage Control. We learned yesterday about 2 alleged child abuse crimes in Lee County. The first is alleged sexual battery. 39-year-old John Talent is under arrest after an investigation found evidence of multiple sexual incidents with a 4-year-old child. He's facing 4 total counts of sexual child abuse, 1 for battery, and 3 counts for fondling. Lee County Sheriff's Department officials expect other felony charges in the future.
That we're looking at not only additional charges that are similar to these, but there are going to be some charges brought forth during the grand jury that's not sexual battery and is not fondling. It's going to be some other felony related charges.
This case will go before a Lee County grand jury. In the other Lee County case, deputies say a daycare worker put a child in danger. 54-year-old Joanna Dill is facing a felony child abuse charge. Investigators say they have surveillance video of an alleged incident and expect more child abuse charges later. The investigation is ongoing. The child's parent reported the possible abuse. The federal prisoner who escaped the Monroe County Detention Center last May will serve 30 months in prison for that crime. Chris Cosner admitted he fled from custody last year and pleaded guilty to escape. Cosner's new sentence will run consecutively to the 30 years he is currently serving for the armed robbery of a Saltillo bank. A man wanted in connection with several Winston County burglaries is arrested in East Tennessee. Jonathan Keith Stafford was taken into custody in White Pine, Tennessee. That's near Morristown. Winston County Sheriff Jason Pugh says Stafford will be charged with 4 counts of burglary and 8 counts of petty larceny. Several stolen items have been found. Pugh says other arrests are possible in the investigation. Winston deputies are waiting on Stafford to sign extradition papers. A man is now under arrest in Iowa in connection with a deadly shooting that happened in Columbus. U.S. Marshals say they found Billy Lee Kennedy in an eastern Iowa town last week. They say he had been in a town called Clinton. He's accused of killing his cousin, Carl Miller, in 2015, and law enforcement says he skipped out on a court hearing after a judge lowered his bond. Members of law enforcement found a man who was reported missing in Macon, but they were in Pennsylvania. No one knows where 30-year-old Corey Woods is. It's been 3 days since he was last seen in Macon. Our Victoria Bailey spoke with his family.
Corey Woods left his home earlier this week without contacting any friends, family, or his job.
It was like stunning because my brother never did anything like this. I mean, so it was stunning to all the family. And it's kind of heartbreaking because, me and my brother, we got a strong bond. And for him to just leave off like that is just, just mind-blowing.
Eric Bryant says once he got word of his cousin's disappearance, he got to work.
It started kind of messing with me a little bit, so I said, hey, I'm just going to go through my phone and see what I could do. I called my auntie and told her to give me his number. And so once she gave me his number, I went from there. Going through my phone, hit the tracker on the phone and started tracking down his phone. And so when I tracked down his phone, it showed me a wooded area where water was at, where like he had ran his car in the woods.
Now that doesn't appear to be the case because the Pennsylvania Highway Patrol says he was in Brookville, Pennsylvania Wednesday night.
As soon as we got here, about an hour later, the Pennsylvania state trooper told us that they had got Corey walking, and they had put him in a hotel. They had the car, they had the phone, but when they went back to check on him, he was not in the location. So we don't know where he is at this moment. We know that he is in Brooksville, Pennsylvania.
Bryant says he has no idea where this behavior came from.
He was real cool, calm, collect guy. I talked to him Saturday. He came to my house. We chilled a little bit. We talked a little bit, but I never seen him, go out of the state of Mississippi like this before.
The Woods family left for Pennsylvania last night to retrieve his car and cell phone. Pennsylvania law enforcement was unable to detain Woods because he had not committed a crime. Time now to get a check on our forecast. The first look at our forecast of the morning. Here is meteorologist Alex Puckett with the latest. Alex, good morning.
Good morning, Renee. You remember yesterday, really nice and a good bit of sunshine in the afternoon, making things feel pretty nice out there. Sort of a mirror image of yesterday's weather today. Nice and cool. Once again, a lot of sunshine. We'll reach the mid-60s by the time we get into the weekend, and then next week, just kick off your work week, we'll bring in the chance for some showers and some thunderstorms. Temperatures right now, though, right around the freezing mark for a lot of us. 32 right now in Amory, 33 in Tupelo, 31, so now below freezing in the city of Columbus, 34 in West Point, 32 in Calhoun City and in Oxford at this hour. We'll see those temperatures climb once we get the sunrise later on this afternoon, or later on this morning, I should say. Live look from my Alpha Insurance Skycam. Nothing going on right now, and that's some good news. We'll deal with clear skies through the rest of the day, and those temperatures will once again top out right around the 60-degree mark. Good bit of sunshine in store for us both today and tomorrow, but like I said, rain on the way as we get into the work week. Next week, I'll have details on that and my full forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Renee?
All right, Alex, thank you for that update. This morning, President Trump is standing by his Attorney General, Jeff Sessions, while downplaying another previously undisclosed contact between members of his campaign and Russian officials. Yesterday, Sessions recused himself from any Justice Department investigation related to Russian meddling in the 2016 election. Roxana Saberi has the latest.
President Trump issued a statement Thursday night calling Attorney General Jeff Sessions a, quote, honest man, labeling the controversy a total witch hunt designed to save face for Democrats losing the election.
I have recused myself in the matters.
Even with the full support of the president, Sessions recused himself yesterday from any Justice Department investigation into Russian contact with the presidential campaign. This after admitting he should have been clearer during his confirmation hearing in January about his meetings with Russian Ambassador Sergei Kislyak.
In retrospect, I should have slowed down and said, but I did meet one Russian official a couple of times.
Appearing on Fox News, the former Alabama senator continued to maintain his innocence.
I don't believe anybody that was in that meeting would have seen or believed I said one thing that was improper or unwise.
Republican Senator Lindsey Graham called Sessions' recusal the best decision for the country and Department of Justice. But many Democrats say it's not enough.
The fact that the Attorney General, the top cop in our country, lied under oath is grounds for him to resign.
A senior White House official confirmed to CBS News yesterday Mr. Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, and former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn both met with Ambassador Kislyak back in December at Trump Tower. They described the meeting as an inconsequential hello that lasted for 10 to 20 minutes.
Today, President Trump visits a Catholic school in Orlando, Florida. Meanwhile, Representative Adam Schiff, the ranking Democratic on the House Intelligence Committee, says he may have to subpoena the FBI for more information into its Russia probe. He accused the agency's director of withholding crucial information from the panel during a briefing yesterday. Well, still to come, meteorologist Alex Puckett will take a full look at our forecast. But first, some Chickasaw County residents react to a recent bill that will consolidate their schools. More local news after this break.